Right, on exit slip 7-1, guys, our goal here is to be able to write and interpret inequalities and be able to graph the solutions here. All right, so we've got 3 times the mystery number m is less than 18. So I've got to get that into an inequality. Okay, pretty straightforward here. 3 times the mystery number m, they already tell us. The variable is the mystery number. We're going to call it m. 3 times that means multiply by 3. So I could write 3m, and I don't need to write 3 times n. Remember, no sign means I'll multiply. So 3 times m is less than 18. So there's my inequality. It's a less than problem. All right, so there's my inequality. Put it in the wrong spot there. Should be writing that right down there. Okay, so 3m should be less than 18. Okay, so there's my inequality. Now, if m is greater than 0, graph the solution set for m on the number line. So I'm going to do a little work here with my expression here to help me here with my inequality. So I've got 3m is less than 18. So we're thinking 3 times what is less than 18? And what pops into my head is 3 times 6 is 18. So 6 won't work here. So we can learn to solve these. You can solve them just like we did when it was an expression or an equation with an equal sign. If I take m times 3 to undo that, I divide by 3 like it never happened. So in this case, m, if I divide by 3 here, I got to divide by 3 here. So 18 divided by 3 equals 6. And it's not equals, excuse me, it's less than. So my answer, m, has to be less than 6. Right? Because we did in our head knowing 6 doesn't work. 3 times 6 is 18. 18 is not less than 18. But anything less than 6 works. So guys, this is also an inequality that you could have written besides 3m is less than 18. m is less than 6 is an equivalent one. And it's easier. When you get m by itself, it's always easier, especially to graph. All right, so I know it has to be less than 6. But if m is greater than 0, so now they're going to tell me something else here. m is greater than 0. So as an inequality, I would write that, and I'll go over here and do this. m has to be greater than 0. All right, m is greater than 0. And we also know at the same time, just put a comma in between these two, m has to be less than 6 for this to be true. So we learn to graph that then. If m is less than 6, it's not exactly 6, so I don't fill it in. I just put an open circle right on 6. That's my starting point. And m can be anything less than that, but it has to be greater than 0. Can't be anything negative. Well, it's not equal to 0, it's greater than. So again, it's an open circle. I don't need to shade it in because it can't equal it. And then I shade in everything in between. Any answer in here works. If I plugged in a 2, 3 times 2 is 6. That's less than 18. But some people kind of forget again, what if I plugged in 5.5? You know, it can be fractions and decimals. Well, if you do 5.5 3 times, you'll find out that's less than 18. Because you can go all the way up to 6, but 6 doesn't work. So when it says write 3 possible values for m, it could be anything that falls in here. So the one we checked was 2. We said 5.5 or 5.5. That could work. And could be anything else. Let's just put 4. Okay, 3 possible values. I could have put a half. I could have put 1 1/3. There's infinite answers in there that could work to make that true. Lots of answers. Okay. All right. Make sure you have this copied down, guys.